Hello and good day to you, my beautiful friends. I do hope you're well. Welcome to episode 123 of CrossButtonVR, our journey into the world of VR. I'm your host, Reece, and it's an honor to be joined once again by Hippie Pickle. People are going to be going, "What? Is he
God,
there
yeah,
again?
it's that guy again. Yeah,
Is he started there full time?" No, he hasn't. But again, like I said last week, if I've got no one to ask, I'm just going to ask Hippie.
yeah.
I'm just going to ask Hippie. Okay.
And unusually, it's as of recording. I would normally be going to work in about 10 minutes, and I'm not.
It's the first Sunday you've had off in how many years?
Well, other than having days off, but even when I've had days off, I've usually just been like we might have gone somewhere or done something. So yeah, a while. Because I usually for the last 5 years, Sunday night.
Fair play.
New new job tomorrow.
Well, hey. All
Yeah,
right.
bit nervous, but we'll get there.
All of you wish him luck in the comments then. Or not. It's up to you. I can't control what you do. Okay. But you are
Was my
here.
beard green last time? Was it already green? I think I'd done it.
It was green last
It
time.
was green.
We're just all losing our minds.
Yeah.
Obviously
Getting old. Getting old.
yeah, obviously there wasn't an episode last week. I decided to take a week off. Yeah, life. But anywho, while I'm on that subject, I did mention, but I forgot to put it on Twitter and all that kind of stuff. There probably won't be an episode on the 12th of August unless I can kind of work something out beforehand. But apologies for that. It's just something that's going on in the personal
I'm
life at the moment.
free.
You are free. Maybe I can record one midweek or something like that, just so we have something going out. But if not, then you're probably not going to hear from me on the 12th of August, just simply because there's a lot of things happening right now. I don't want to go into too much detail because it is what it is. But
Well, to be honest, like summer's usually quite quiet for VR, but it's like
it
it's not.
is.
It's been a busy year for VR. But August isn't looking too packed at the moment, really, is it?
Not overly, not for like
Yeah.
PSVR 2, but other platforms.
No, definitely not for PSVR 2. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, when is it for PSVR 2? Sadly.
All the time, man.
But yeah, no. Sadly, we had a bit of unfortunate news in the old family. So yeah, but anyways, life goes on, everything goes on, and with that, we've got a lot of stuff to go through in terms of news, what we've been playing this week, and the usual shenanigans, the old effing and jeffing, and all that kind of stuff. But anyways, if you would like to support us, please give this podcast a sub on the service you're using. If you're watching us on YouTube, then please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. And why not leave us a comment too? You can find us on Twitter and Blue Sky at CrossButtonVR, and now also on Ko-fi, which is ko-fi, where you can support us and help us pay for all the things that keep the lights on around here. And a big shout out to our members, Golu and Phil. Appreciate you a lot. So let's just dive straight into the news. VR Showcase is coming back again, which I've mentioned before, but now they've added more news around what they're going to be talking about on the VR Showcase. So, with that, let's quickly dive into a few of the things that they have announced. We don't know the specifics of absolutely everything, what they're going to be talking about on these games and things like that, but these are some of the things that are going to be there. So, first of all, we've got Glass Breakers, which is Polyarc's next game. It's been in beta quite a bit. I believe it was back in January.
January beta for test.
Yeah. I mean,
and that's the Moss universe, isn't it, with Quill and friends?
I mean, I really like Moss, and I like the style of Moss, and I've always enjoyed them games. Glass Breakers, I'd probably try it, but I think just from a not visual perspective, but like from a gameplay perspective, I can probably tell you right now it's not one for me. I'm not in them turn-based strategy type games. I've never been able to get into them.
But it's PvP as well, though, and that's the thing. It's got to be something really good for me to get into PvP these days.
The problem with PvP is like if others don't find it competitive enough or engaging enough, then
it
they're
could die quick.
Yeah, but I have heard good things in the beta process of the people that did play it, because a lot of people I've heard got quite addicted to it. So hopefully that's the case, and we do have some strong players on there, and it keeps it going for a while. But only time will tell. Next up on the PvP front, we've got, well, it's pretty much in the name there, the forefront of PvP. Triangle Factory's next game, and if you don't know who Triangle Factory are, Breachers and Hyperdash. Their previous two PvP games. Didn't play Hyperdash. I played Breachers. I still play Breachers. I love Breachers. It's one of my favorite FPS games, PvP games on VR. And I'm incredibly excited for Forefront. Like, I think this is up there of like one of the games I'm really hyped for this year. So what's your thoughts on it?
Yeah, it's looking good, to be honest. But it's initially Quest and PC VR, is that right?
That is correct.
Yeah. So same again. I do like these games, but I always feel like if I don't get into it straight away, I fall behind. Or if I've got a regular group of friends, it's that incentive to keep playing all the time. I don't generally want to jump into them on my own. If I was going in with one or two friends on a regular basis, I'd probably really get into it in the competitive nature. But I kind of, after Modern Warfare 2 was kind of last time I really did a lot of regular, and I was jumping into it on my own.
So that's a while
and
ago,
just
then,
having,
isn't it?
Yeah, it's quite a while ago. But I find that motivation. It's like Pavlov. I really enjoy Pavlov, and if it's a game night and there's people going on it, I'll go out and enjoy it. But after the initial launch, I just kind of fell away from it, and it's not something I just going on to my own.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's each to their own. I know you're a big shooter fan, and you'll happily just dive in there, won't you? So
Yeah, there was actually was it Golu put out a tweet the other day saying about people to shoot, because obviously everyone was talking about the top 25 PSVR2 games, and he made a good idea of like, tell us your top 5 most played games. Obviously, if they're your most played games, and you likely put is
yeah,
that you enjoy them. So I thought, do you know what? I'll give that a go. Let me see what my top 5 games are. My top 5 games, I can't remember off the top of my head, but I can tell you something. They all share a common ground, and they're all shooters.
right, yeah.
All 5 of them that I've most played on PSVR 2 are shooters. There's no like chilled game. They're all shooters. They're not all necessarily competitive shooters, but every one of them is shooters, which I found quite humorous. I was like, mate,
I say for me. My top 5.
yours be No Man's Sky. Obviously, that'd be right at the top.
I've not played it for ages, to be
Yeah,
honest.
but you have put a lot of
But
hours in it.
I do put a lot of hours into No Man's Sky, so I think I'd probably say it probably would be the one I'd go back to the most. Is No Man's Sky would be number one. But other than that, Synth Riders. Whenever
Synth Riders didn't
I
even
just
come into
fancy just
mine.
like I just fancy just like a little bit of a, oh, what should I do? I'll just do a couple of songs of Synth Riders, then I get absolutely knackered, and that's it. I rest. But I play a lot of Synth Riders. Drums Rock I was playing a hell of a lot, and I picked up Smash Drums, of course, and Smash Drums been playing I jump into that occasionally. I just thought, I just fancy banging out a couple of tracks. But the one thing I am excited for on PSVR 2, which I mentioned last time, is the Surviving Mars, because
Yeah,
on Quest, that is the one I've jumped back to the most after I got to the kind of end of the current release of Into the Radius, because Into the Radius 2 really got me hooked until I've done all the missions now, and we've only got the open a couple of areas. I want the big update for Into the Radius 2. That's going to keep me playing. It's those
yeah.
things what keep bringing me back to VR and keep playing all the time.
See, now I've been playing some PC VR stuff this week, and I need to jump back into the PC VR version of Into the Radius too. Like, it's good on Quest. I've got no issues with the Quest version, but
It's limited because of the
yeah,
standalone, but
like the difference is incredibly
because
noticeable.
you've got like
Obviously,
the full town and areas, haven't you? And because we've
yeah,
just got
it's
the peninsula and forest, haven't we? That's all we've
pretty
got on
much,
Quest.
yeah. But like, I mean, it's like even with the first Into the Radius, like, I mean, it looks great on PSVR 2, but it still looks a lot better on PC. But not to the
Mm.
point where it's like I'm going to be like, ugh, kind of thing. I mean, I've played the first Into the Radius on all the platforms, and I still opt for the PSVR 2 version over the PC or the Quest now. And I'm sure when hopefully, hopefully, well, it's still in early access, isn't it? But hopefully, when it
Yeah, well,
is,
I got an email.
yep,
It's been
I
been a
saw the
year, hasn't
same
it?
one.
Yep,
Yeah, it's been a year in
been a
early
year.
access. Yeah, I still remember the first day it came out in early access, and I jumped straight into it, and I was like, "Damn, man, this
Yeah, I
is
was just from the email, just looking at the changes they made to like the forest and
so
so.
much
It looked
promise." I
it
tell you,
looked complete different, doesn't it? It
yeah,
really does make difference.
they've done a good job. But yeah, so anyways, it's
Still no confirmation of like other formats
but
at the
but
moment.
that's the thing. You're not going to get that until it finishes early access anyway.
Yeah, yeah.
There's no point
Well,
of
not for PlayStation.
well,
Come on, Sony.
yeah,
Jesus.
there's no point of stressing themselves out, even trying to push themselves to get out early access just
No,
to make another fan base happy. You know?
and yeah, that's what I do like about CM games as well. Is they take the time, and
Yeah,
the first one took so long, and they would already kind of the
and
second
it's
one was on
still a
the
game
horizon
that's
before we even got the full release.
yeah,
And
and it's
it's a brilliant version PSVR, the PSVR 2 version of the first game.
yeah, and it's still a game that's kind of quite notable in the VR space of something that's does a lot of stuff that other games didn't, or
Mhm.
they'd done beforehand, all that kind of stuff. So they've done a great job. But anyways, without sidetracking onto other
Too
stuff,
much.
yep, let's go on to the next thing that's been mentioned to be shown at the VR showcase is Reach. Not going to go into too much detail. We've already seen the trailers for Reach here and there. It looks fantastic. End Dream's next title. Can't wait for it. This is probably, other than Forefront being like my hyped multiplayer game, Reach is my next hype solo game. I can't wait for this.
Yeah.
End Dream's previous titles have always, brought me so much enjoyment. So I'm really looking forward to this. So
Yeah, they just mentioned it's like new footage, new gameplay footage,
yeah,
and probably just a bit of extended trailer and teaser, isn't it? Really.
yeah. So I'm looking forward to that. Really am. I really am hyped for Reach. So I wish End Dream do the best. I've got a lot of respect for the team there. So yeah. Next up, Flat to VR. I've got a few more announcements to show. Some other little bits and bobs. Hopefully, some more updates on some of their games. I'm really hoping for a release date for Robo. Is it Robo Recall? No.
RoboQuest.
That's one. Which Robo Recall? I remember that. That's another VR game. That's why.
Yeah, because I know Wes was staying, wasn't he? But that's definitely coming this year. And I think Raf, whatever, Aeon Raf.
Yeah, on
That's
Raf, yeah.
I think that's coming this year as well, isn't it?
Yeah. I think out of all of their games they've got left, I'm looking forward to
Flat Out. We need more races, but that's
not too bothered by Flat Out.
I love the old Flat Out.
I need to jump into the PC version of it. Let me just quickly slide my screen over. So out of sight, because now I've got my PC sorted out again for PC VR because I didn't have the cable at the time. So I usually use a link cable for VR. So I can now jump into. He's already forgotten the name. Out of sight VR. My head's hurting. So I'm looking forward to jumping into that, and I'm looking forward to the PSVR 2 version. But,
so did you not play it at all yet? Then
no, I didn't. So literally,
that does interest me. That game does interest me.
Out of sight dropped literally. I think it was about a week or two after I had the fire.
Yeah.
And they did reach out to me. They sent me a message, and I was like, I would absolutely love to play it right now. I really would, but literally, this is what's happened. But as soon as everything's all set up, I will jump into it. And I've just literally, it's been one thing after the other, but it's a game I really want to jump into. And I will be doing that hopefully over the next week or so. Maybe not next week. There's a lot going on, but hopefully soon because it's something I really want to play. But again, I'm always about convenience. So and that's why I really love playing on the Quest and the PSVR 2. I find them incredibly convenient. Whereas the other day, I turned on to play my PC VR and then ended up having an issue and everything was lagging. I was like, what the hell is going on here? And then I looked and my whole PC was going wrong. I was like, okay, this is weird. Turned it off, did updates, checked back, and Windows just didn't update. So I was like, okay, let's go back on the update, all that kind of stuff. Turns out one of my drivers ran out, but literally ran out at a really odd time that made no sense. It was in the middle of playing a game, and when I closed the game, so you wouldn't have been able to determine that. It literally took me around about I don't know, probably about 14 hours just to troubleshoot to find out exactly what had went wrong with my PC over the course of 2 days. I say 14 hours, it was probably maybe 6 or 8 hours, but eventually fixed it.
It's the worst thing when you're a techie guy though, and something goes wrong and you just can't pinpoint. It's like it should be working. Mate, that's what infuriates me about PCs at times. It's like, oh.
I'm not done when it comes to a PC and things like that. I'm quite savvy with my PC and all that kind of stuff, and building it and all that kind of stuff. I'm fine with the hardware and the software side of it. But when something goes wrong at a really random time, you're like, okay, what can it be?
Why?
It happened.
It was working yesterday.
It's because it happened around the time of a Windows update. So I blamed that, and I was like, no, that's not it. And I was like, okay, well, I was playing these 2 games at the time, so maybe something's gone wrong there. Maybe something's corrupted. No, when I deleted them, backtracked, and I was like, okay, and eventually I updated all my drivers, and it just started working fine again. I was like, that's a really weird time for one of the drivers just to instantly go like that. So maybe the Windows update caused that driver to kind of just. And yeah, it's a bit weird. But anyway, sorted it now so I can play PC VR again, thankfully, because I have been doing so and really enjoying my time.
It's always been my draw towards consoles. It's just plug and play.
It is simple. But then again, I had to sort out my PlayStation recently as well because that kept overheating. So I've now fixed that. So it's been a fun couple of weeks. But anyways, moving on.
Just a quick point on the Flat to VR stuff. There was an interesting bit I read, which it says with the reveals, but there's announcing a new development initiative. So I'm quite interested what that's going to be. If they've got some kind of pipeline, or if they're trying to, is it a way they're going to get teams
more devs to get involved?
Yeah, maybe? more devs. Give us your code, and this is what we can. So I'm really interested. because
maybe it's a sort of software that other developers can use, but obviously if they use it, they have to pay. Maybe there's something like that. It could really work out for teams to try and do it.
yeah, something like the Unreal Injector or something
Yeah,
that they've
maybe.
developed, or
Hopefully
because
so.
guys are bloody talented.
Yeah, they are. Anyways, next up, we're finally going to get an update on that game called what was it? Whatever. It was mentioned once, then forgotten, mentioned again, hyped up again. People got really excited. Then they said it's got another port and it's going to be coming to PCVR. People started to panic it's going to come to Quest. People then calmed down. People then put up wanted posters for the game thinking it was missing. People then cried that it was never coming and it was just a lie. Then people got hyped again. Then the name got mentioned again. Then it sounded like it was not coming again. And then now it's got mentioned again in an actual official thing. And the game, obviously, I'm talking about is Aces of Thunder. Yeah. And the reason I droned that on for so long, because I feel like that's how long we've all been waiting for this game at the point. I'm looking forward to Aces of Thunder. I am. I am not someone who plays a lot of flying games because doing barrel rolls and flying, like, I'll be honest with you,
I love it. I love it.
when I was younger and I used to play like flying games just on normal flat screen. That was the one thing that used to bring on motion sickness. Now I've got better as I've got older, but the first time I played a flying game in VR, I was like, oh, okay, I can kind of feel that. I haven't since played many flying games. I will be giving it a go. I'm really looking forward to trying it. It looks fantastic. And yeah, hopefully with this next bit they're going to show at the VR showcase, it's actually going to give us a release date or something for us to go, yay! Or maybe they're just going to show us more thing and then say coming soon again, and then we're back to square one of like, So who knows? Who knows? But anyways, Aces of Thunder, we're going to finally get an update about that.
Yeah, I'm the guy what on No Man's Sky likes to fly upside down and do barrel rolls along a
There
planet's
you go.
surface, and I'm fine with that.
Maybe I'll be fine. I was absolutely fine with No Man's Sky. But then again, No Man's Sky is a game that does it absolutely perfect in every sense. To the point, like, I remember the first time I ever played that in VR, it didn't even make me feel any motion sickness. So then again, I'd been playing VR.
And then again, it made my wife instantly sick. She took two steps.
Okay.
Nope.
Get this thing off me.
Oh, but that was on PSVR 1, so you never know.
So next up, we've got Zix, another update on that. This was shown, was it the last VR showcase? I think it was.
I think so, yeah, because they announced, join the Discord to get onto some testing, didn't they?
That was it. I think it looked pretty good. I was interested in it.
I think I'm on the Discord, but I didn't get into the test.
I didn't join the Discord. I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah.
A lot of developers keep doing this. They keep going, "Oh, join the Discord to find out more information." I'm like, I'm not paying for Nitro. Okay, I'm already in enough Discords. I'm not paying for Nitro. Please just let me sign up to a newsletter. Let me just give you my email and you tell me what's coming.
I've had to start filing them. Like these are small, these are indie dev teams. These are major dev teams. This is all my content creators. I've had to really put them into folders.
Yeah, no, that's too much effort for me. But I tell you something, you devs that keep going, oh, join the Discord. You are going to make me break. Discord is literally sitting in a corner going, yes, we're going to get his money one day. He's hit that 99 mark. He's going to hit 100 again soon. And then you see me starting leaving. So if I'm in a Discord, you know me in that Discord, and I vanish one day, it's just because I've hit the mark again and I'm having to kind of like recirculate myself around. But don't worry, I'll eventually find my way back. It's just, yeah.
Just leave your own. No one uses it. It's fine.
Yeah. I actually have got my own Discord, yeah. Thanks.
So do I.
I barely even share it anymore. But who cares about that? I mean, we've got the CrossButtonVR one. That's the main one I'm always in.
Yeah,
so,
of course.
Go to that one. But anyways, Zix, we're going to hear more about that. Next up, we're also going to hear more about Exoshock, which I'm actually really looking forward to this one. I like the look of the game. I'm interested to see what more they've got to show because I feel like what they've shown so far is just, it's a shooting game. And it's like, okay, cool. Well, what more is there to it? So hopefully we'll see some more good information about that. And then there was two things they mentioned that really got me going, ooh. And that was that Soul Assembly and Fast Travel Games will be showing something. And I'm assuming this is going to be a new title or something.
Ooh.
I mean, the Soul Assembly could be that they're just going to be showing the PC version of the cabin or Drop Dead, the cabin.
Oh right, okay. I didn't recognize their name. You see, so
yes,
I wasn't sure
Soul Assembly, mate. Drop Dead the cabin. The other Drop Dead game where you kind of like shooting your teammate across from the halls in mixed reality. That was fantastic. A lot of fun. They also did Just Dance VR with Ubisoft.
Yeah.
The one thing I will say is that they've never brought one of their games over to PSVR 2. So I'd probably say don't like hold your breath that they're going to be announcing something for PSVR 2. I really hope they do say we're bringing Drop Dead the Cabin to PSVR 2, along with the PC port. I really hope they do that because it's a really good horde zombie shooter and it's quite reminiscent of like Call of Duty Zombies in its own sense. So hopefully that's something they do. But yeah, I would say don't hold your breath for like a PSVR 2 announcement from them. Uh, but we'll have to see. And I mean, again, I think the same can be said with fast travel games. I absolutely love what they've been bringing with the quest and all that kind of stuff. And obviously, the last game they published was the Midnight Walk, which I'm a huge fan of. Really did enjoy it. But I mean, their last few releases have only been quest.
Yep.
So again, be excited because it's fast travel games and they make great stuff. Be excited because it's Soul Assembly because they make great stuff. But if you're a PSVR 2 fan, maybe just kind of taper your excitement a little bit so you don't get disappointed.
We've kind of come to expect this whenever there's a showcase like this from the third parties, and Upload VR, etc. It's always like you're waiting for
It
them
is what it
logos at
is.
the end.
Yeah.
But then you can always hold that up for some stuff.
Yeah,
But
you can hold out to like a year or 2 years and then it eventually arrives, and then by the time it arrives,
no one cares.
yeah, pretty much.
But, or there's something else come
Apart
out
from the
and this
PSVR
is
2
good.
players, they're like, yeah, it's coming, and then they buy it and they don't play it. So yeah. But hey, it is where it's at least you pick up the games every now and then. Or it comes over and you go, this wasn't a great pull, and then we get hit with that disappointment every time. But hey, this is one of the reasons why I have the Quest. One of the reasons why I play the PC VR as well. It's one of the reasons I constantly try and circulate myself around all the systems just so I can have that impression on multiple places and like, okay, this plays good here, but it plays better there, kind of thing.
Yeah.
I enjoy that side of it, and it also means I'm not limited, and that's the one thing that really bothered me when I started playing PSVR 2. It was like with all these other games and other systems, I was like, I'm really missing out on that. I really want to play that. So I eventually,
That's how you convinced me to get the Quest.
yeah,
It's kind of, and the way I see it is I'm playing stuff. I'm like, well, I know this
yeah,
is going to be coming. It's like Ghost Town.
it's almost like
It's like I
it's almost
loved
like
Ghost Town to pieces. I'm
yeah,
like, I know it's going to be better on PSVR 2, but it's like something I wanted to play right then. And it's
yeah,
like,
it was
oh yeah, and
fantastic.
I'm going to enjoy that all over again. It's seeing what's coming, and of course, developers have got to do what's best for them. But yeah, I
I
just see it
mean,
as
let's be honest, Ghost
testing out a
Town.
game before it's on the better format.
Yeah, I mean, Ghost Town did fantastic. I mean, all the awards they've
Hmm.
won and things like that, they've done a great job. And it's one of the reasons why I don't want to do like a top 25 PSVR 2 games discussion type thing or anything like that because it's not out yet. Ghost Town's not out yet, and I can tell you without a shadow of doubt that game will be in the list because it's absolutely fantastic. Now,
Top 10, top
the
10 for me
yeah,
straight away. I
exactly,
can't say where, but definitely top 10.
exactly. And I mean,
Yeah, it's that good.
I mean, there's only one thing that could possibly go wrong with that game, and the port won't be fantastic, or there'll be some issues or bugs and things like that on the day one type of thing. But they've done a PSVR 2 release before, they've done a PSVR 1 release before. They know what they're doing, so the devs do know what they're doing with the system. So I have hope. I
The PC version's not out yet, or has it just come out?
believe the
Or
PC
it's
version's out now.
coming.
It's out
Yeah.
now.
Because that's got dynamic shadows, which to me is that was one of the things I really wanted.
It
Is
looks a lot better. I'm gonna hopefully jump into it at some point. I haven't actually got the game, but yeah, no, it is out now.
because obviously the limitation of this Quest is a lot of computing power to
I
get
mean,
kind of dynamic shadows in there. But I just thought that's just going to really add that immersion, shining your torch around and just seeing, like in without spoilers, but the theater at the start, just walking through an empty theater, shining your light and just seeing the shadows of the chairs and all the objects would
yeah, I
just,
mean, even if you
yeah.
look at screenshots of the PC version, it looks a lot better. It really does,
Mm.
and I'm not like saying a lot better, but like it does look a lot better in terms of shadows and lighting and things like that.
The
But
game's there. It just needs that
even if you like, I mean,
extra quality on it.
that being said, the Quest version was pretty
Oh yeah,
fucking
the game
pretty. It was pretty
plays, the
stunning.
gameplay. Yeah, and yeah, it does look really good on the Quest. It does look good.
Yeah.
But yeah, you just want that extra touch, extra little bit.
Exactly. So next up, let's talk about what else is coming or what is out now and things like that, and then we'll go through what's actually coming out in August. So Besiege VR is out now on Quest. I have got this. I've just not had a chance to jump into it yet. It's one of the games I will try, but from what I've seen of people playing it and various content creators that I've watched that have been jumping in, they've been having a really good time. It looks a
Yeah,
lot of fun.
people have been saying good things about it.
Yep.
Just basically catapults and stuff in it, and just
Yeah, just
laying siege to things and
build
towns and
what you
villages
want
and
in
stuff.
VR and then go destroy
Oh
shit.
yeah,
Yeah.
just yeah.
So no, it looks really good. I won't go too much into detail because just simply I've not played it yet. I will hopefully get around to it at some point in the next couple of weeks. Next up, Boxing Underdogs is now out in early access on Quest. This is a game that is coming to PSVR 2 as well, isn't it? Eventually.
Yeah, it was slated because it was originally the
Yeah.
VRSO bare knuckle
Oh yeah.
boxing, wasn't it?
Yeah, because I remember them calling it Boxing Underdogs, and then the Underdogs team, one Hamza was like, "We're the only underdogs here," or something like that, and I found it quite amusing. So yeah, it looks really good though. It does. The graphics in Quest are great. I mean, like you hit them and the bruises sharpen them and all that kind of stuff. So
Speaking of underdogs, that's actually obviously we know about they're doing the multiplayer.
yeah, they've just had to do some changes to the mechs, haven't they? To
Yeah,
kind of
they're changing a lot of some of the physics and things because it's to make it work. Because I think
yeah,
they said the original mech was too stiff to
yeah,
work
it
in
is.
PvP.
Yeah, it is. It makes sense.
But it's not just it's not gonna be arenas. It's gonna be like out in the city, in streets and things. So,
Looking forward to that.
ooh, looking forward to that. Yeah,
But
definitely.
anyways, back to the boxing underdogs. You know, let's not overshadow boxing underdogs. You know, their game does look good. Let's not overshadow with underdogs. You know, the OG underdogs. But yeah, like the whole issue of like hitting them, you kind of like the bruise is sharp, and then they start that bruise will start bleeding the more you hit them, and all that kind of stuff. They've really went into detail with that kind of thing, and it does. Like the videos I've seen of the Quest version, it looks really good. But again, with it being early access, that's obviously another reason why we probably won't see this for the next probably 6 to 12 months until they finish the early access process. And I mean, that could take even longer, but I'm looking forward to this on PSVR 2 with some haptics in the controllers, maybe some head
Oh
haptics when you
yeah,
get popped
yeah.
yourself. Get some B haptics in there. Come on, devs. I need some more B haptics games. You know, I need like I'm pretty sure like on Quest.
It's that kind of game. What's made for it. It's like the shooting
Yeah,
games.
shooting
Where
games are
you're getting
lovely, but
hits.
yeah,
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 it's perfect for a boxing game.
yeah.
Any
So
physical contact thing.
yeah, I'd be all for that. But yeah, that looks really good. I'm hoping to play that at some point. I've not got access to it at the moment. I'm not actually sure if I will. If not, I'll probably just pick it up myself because I would like a new boxing game to really sink my teeth into because I've not really done many boxing games since Creed. But yeah, looking forward to trying it at some point. Anyways, next up is Skyrunner Drone Hero version 1 hits Quest. I've not played this either. I've
Yeah,
got it. I've not
I
played it
played
yet.
it a while ago. I did play
Oh,
it a
okay.
while ago.
Had a different name,
Uh,
didn't it?
I'm not sure. It was Skyrunner when I first played it. I don't know
That was
about the
it.
drone hero tag on it. I think it was just Skyrunner. But it's on the Quest. It was mixed reality. And I think when I played it, it was just like it was around Christmas because it was just a Christmas sleigh. You had a sleigh, and you're flying it around, and you've got to go through hoops and do different things. But I've not played it since, but there's a lot more
Yeah, they look
detail
like they've
into
done
it.
a lot to it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna jump into it at some point when I get a minute, just so I can give it a little talk about on here. But I've not had a chance again. I mean, I've jumped into probably one Quest game this week and probably two PSVR 2 games. One that I can talk about and one that I will have to talk about in a couple of weeks' time.
Woohoo.
Um, but anyways, let's move on. Elsewhere Electric is now out on the Quest, and this is a co-op game that you can play with your mate, and they use a mobile device. This was mentioned at the Upload VR showcase. I really like the look of it. It's one of the games that I can see myself playing with my partner.
Yeah. Well, as soon as I saw this, I thought I bet Reece would probably enjoy this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me and Mrs. enjoyed Keep Talking or Nobody Explodes. We played that a couple of times when friends came around and things like that. So I could see us playing this at some point. So hopefully I'll jump into it eventually. Again, just timing permits.
I think the only similar thing I've played, but it was both on console, was that Operation Tango. I think that's when
Wasn't that PSVR 1?
no, it wasn't VR. It was just a flat screen because I think it was PS4 and PS5.
No idea then.
Yeah, and that was a similar thing where one was infiltrating and the other person was basically like in looking at a desk, and you had all the plans and you're trying to work out things they could open.
Pretty cool
But this
idea.
is a similar thing,
Yeah.
where they play with the mobiles, telling you the instructions. They're technically sat in the van, aren't they?
Yeah, they're your handler in a way.
Yeah.
But anyways, let's quickly run off the games that are coming in August and then also some that are slated for August but with no date at the moment. So the first one that will be dropping is Hidden Memories of the Garden Between. That's coming out on Quest and PC on August the 7th. I remember playing the non-VR version of this game, and I had some fun with it. I'm going to be honest with you, I think I only played it for the Platinum Trophy. Um, yeah, you heard
That was
that.
2018 that came out on flat
Yeah,
screen, wasn't it?
yeah.
So it's a
So
while ago.
yeah, I think it was on like PlayStation, the catalog at one point. So I think I just downloaded it. I heard it was quite an easy platinum. You just complete the game. There's a few missables. I was like, yeah, I'll crack on with that. That'd be an afternoon sorted. So yeah, I think I may have done that once or twice. Got the PS4 and the PS5 platinum. I can't remember, or maybe it was just one of them.
Yeah, I'd look at the trailer and it's kind of like a like a diorama, isn't it?
Yeah, it
And
kind of
with a
rotates round type of thing.
yeah,
Yeah,
and then you've got certain interactions you can
yeah.
do, and yeah,
It was quite a charming little game to be fair. Like I said, I mean, I only went in it for the trophies, and then I actually walked away really pleased with the game itself. And that was one of the reasons why I used to do a lot of trophy hunting, was because I used to end up finding games that I would have never played, and then found out okay they have a reasonably fun little trophy list to keep me occupied. And because I used to, the problem is I used to play games and finish them way too quick to the point where I was out buying another game just to keep me occupied again. So I wanted something to, I like things to try and that's why I opted to start doing trophies to make games drag out a little bit. So
that's why a good trophy list it does it's replayability. It's
yeah,
what we've said
I mean,
about Compound before. Compound could have had so much more playability and replayability by just adding in a lot more randoms, like
yeah.
even just killing so many enemies with this weapon, killing so many, and it's just little things, and it just keeps you playing and playing and playing.
Yep.
You know,
So I am looking forward to trying that at some point. Like I said, I did enjoy the non VR version.
and
So
that's just Quest and PCs, is
Quest
it?
and
On that one.
PC, I will be stating everything they're coming to. Yeah, there's not many for PSVR two. Sorry. There you go.
Hmm.
You can now skip to the next part of this video if you wish. Anyways, next up, August 12th, we've got World War Z coming to Quest and PC. We saw some press posts about this. Some press people had access to, I think it was maybe the tutorial and also one of the levels. So yeah, I mean, it looks good. Like it does look good. I say it looks good. That's probably the wrong wording. It looks okay. It's something I still want to try, but not the Quest version.
I'm worried on how that's going to perform on the Quest, or to get that amount of action on screen, or how much it would be downgraded visually to make it run well. I think that's the problem with standalone with that amount of action.
Yeah. That's why I want to play the PC version of this. Like,
Yeah,
definitely, I'll be jumping when I get around to playing this. It will be the PC version. I will try the Quest version, but that's just for commenting. I don't think I would play the Quest version fully for my own enjoyment, unless for some reason between that time and the release, they've done some massive work and they've managed to. I mean, I think I saw one or two good press posts, and I saw like two bad press posts. So it's very 50-50. But then you obviously got all the content creators jumping in going, oh, whoa, no, I see why they didn't let us play the game. And I mean, eh.
no, yeah, because Upload VR didn't have the best of
Nah,
previews
I mean,
apparently, did they?
I know our good friend over at VR Realm played it, and he wasn't overly negative. I mean, he kind of said that it has some things it needs to iron out and do better with. And there was another press place, I can't remember which one it was, that also said, there's some bits that need to be ironed out. And that was very much the thing I was getting. There's some issues with the Quest version, but they didn't get to play the PC version. So I'm hoping they do a lot better there, but I'm still intrigued by this because I really did enjoy the non-VR version of World War Z. And now that they've kind of shown more videos to show that you actually can move around while shooting, because at first it looked like it was a static shooter. Um, and I was like, oh,
Yeah, wave shooter.
don't ever
Yeah.
want that. But yeah, anyways, I'm looking forward to trying it, and I'll make sure to get around to getting it a go and let you all know what I think about it. But again, there's no mention of PSVR 2 for this game whatsoever, and with Saber's previous releases on VR, they've not done PSVR 2. They've never have. You had Mud Runner, you had Exploding Kittens. Neither of them did they ever mention they were going to bring it to PSVR 2, or uh,
Only in the Walkabout collab with Exploding Kittens.
yeah, I mean, that's because Exploding Kittens is not owned by Saber, is it? Really? It's a different company. But I mean, I wouldn't hold your breath for it. I'm going to be honest with you, and that's not me trying to be negative or anything like that. It's just I do not want to give people false hope, so I'd probably say just don't hold your breath, and just maybe one day you might see it arrive. But I don't know. Who knows? Scream and shout enough, and maybe we'll see it. but maybe you won't want to anyway. So let's see. And then next up on August the 14th, you got Frost Survival coming to Quest and PC. This is a survival game where you have to build your cabin. I'm trying to remember if I think it was made by the people that made Survival
Wenklish,
Nation.
Wenklish Studio.
I think they made Survival Nation.
Astro Hunters VR
Yeah,
and
Astro Hunters.
Elvin Assassin.
Yeah, it should be Survival Nation as well, isn't there?
I'm not sure. I'm not with the information I've got in front of me.
Oh, I'm gonna look. Keep talking. Have you seen this game?
I've had a look at the graphically. It's obviously not hyper realistic. It's what I would say it's the Quest touch, but that's not always a bad thing. But yeah, it looks quite a social game because it's multiplayer, isn't it?
It is, yes.
Or is it just yes? But there's also a story narrative to it as well, which is my kind of thing. You know, I'm really into the survival stuff at the moment.
Yeah.
And I like a good story. And from the trailer I watched, yeah, it looks like there's some kind of Enderman type creature what was kind of getting close to the cabin, and then kind of the trailer ends. So, yeah, I'm interested. I've been playing, like I said, Surviving Mars, played a bit of Neolithic Dawn as well. I like this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I like building. I like collecting. I'm a hoarder, so it tickles my itch. Is that the right word?
Yeah,
Scratches, not tickles.
Scratches. It doesn't really want to tickle your itch. I did.
Well, I don't know.
I did enjoy Astro Hunters for a little bit, and I did enjoy their previous game, Survival Nation. It definitely was their previous game. I played quite a bit of Survival Nation, not so much as I played more Survival Nation than Astro Hunters, and I've enjoyed their games. I played Astro Hunters on PC, I think, and I played Survival Nation on Quest.
But yeah, it's promising the dynamic weather, resource management, crafting, base building, and a sanity meter. So
yeah,
it's going a bit Phasmo in that area, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to trying it. I mean, you say Phasmo, but there was another game, Alone, called. It was another survival game, and it had David Hayter did the voice for the narrative in it.
Oh,
and I can't remember what it was called.
I'm intrigued instantly because that guy.
It was on PC at first in early access, and it eventually came to PlayStation and all that kind of stuff. And I can't remember the name of it though, for the life of me. But anyway, that had kind of like all these type of things where you get frostbite and all that kind of stuff, and that was really cool. That was a really, because it wasn't a game where it was like zombies in the snow. It was the only thing that could kill you out in the wilderness was wolves, bears. You're not eating properly, or
freezing
that
to
kind
death.
of falling and breaking your ankle and all that kind of stuff. And it was very much a harsh game in that sense, and I'd love something like that in VR. So hopefully this will definitely scratch that itch. But yeah, next up we've got Hide the Corpse coming on August the 18th on PSVR 2. Now,
woohoo, PSVR 2.
Yeah, there we go. There's one. There's one of them. There's one. Woohoo!
But right, you can all leave now.
Yeah, you can go now. No, there is one more. Just one more. Sorry.
Just one more.
But yeah, I have played this previously on the Quest quite a bit, and I have enjoyed my time with it on the Quest. I think I did a video once before, back when I first heard it was coming to PSVR 2. It's a good laugh, good bit of slapstick humour. It gives you something to do, and I think it's one of them kind of like party style games that you could play with a couple of mates and things like that, and have a good laugh.
It's that kind of streamer game, isn't it? Is that kind of
just silly?
Is that I am car, I am security, just something you can make slapstick videos out of? I think that's going to be the appeal for some people. Or
you say that, but I think this has more of a game type to it. Like with like you have that kind of challenge of hiding the body in 4 minutes. You have these various locations to hide them. You can find these different things, and there's more things to do in each level, which gives you more ways to think and go, okay, well, maybe I can put him there and get away with it, and that kind of stuff. When I first played it, it didn't have the old wiping away fingerprints and all that kind of stuff as well.
Right.
But now, like, you leave all your fingerprints, and you got quickly scurry around and wipe up all your fingerprints.
Yeah, it sounds fun.
That was added to it the last time I played it on Quest. I was like, oh, they've actually done a lot more to this. So I've had a good laugh of it in the past, and I'm sure you'll be hearing my thoughts on the PSVR 2 version when the time comes. Next up, the next PSVR 2 game that is coming, and that is Grit and Valor 1949 on August the 21st. And it's also coming to PC and Quest as well. I'm looking forward to trying this. I am. I've not known much about Grit and Valor. Not heard much. I only ever heard of it when it said about PSVR 2 at that time. So I am looking forward to playing it. I haven't really got much to say. But
it's been made by your cousin, Milky T.
Milky Tea. Oi.
and
They're good lads
and
over there.
and End Dreams is also associated.
But I mean, Milky Tea. If you want to work together, let's do it. But yeah, I'm looking
Games
forward
with
to
Tea presents.
the Milky Tea showcase. Just me just making a really milky tea at the start.
Yeah.
Like that, do you? Like my milky
Yeah.
tea. No, it looks.
It's got grit and valor. This tea has.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ooh, tasty. No, it looks good. I'm looking forward to trying it. I'm sure again you'll be hearing my thoughts, and when the time comes. So I'm looking forward to trying that. Next
So
up,
it's Command and Conquer. It's
yeah,
kind
it is.
of
And again,
tabletop roguelike.
I wouldn't try those in non-VR at all. Like I'd look at it about, nah, I'm alright. But in VR, I'm like, oh, I think I could get into that. I think I could, one day when I come home and just want to chill a little bit, and I just want to conquer an army, that kind of thing. So
The last kind of RTS stuff I got into was Dune 2 on the Commodore Amiga. I love that game to pieces.
I really want to play Dune Awakening.
Right, yeah.
Like, really want to play it. Like, I'm so tempted just to like go pick it up. But I know if I buy it, I'm gonna be like, oh, I've got no one to play it with, and then I'll have to like shouting downstairs to the missus, like, "Oh, play Dune with me. I'll buy it for you." That kind of thing. And then £40 turns into £80, and he's like, "Ooh," But yeah, that's the only thing I can really think of when it comes to Dune. But yeah, RTS games, no, never been a big thing for me, sadly.
The one that just came out on PlayStation VR 2 was good though. Iron was it?
Yeah, that was like a wave style. That was like a tower defense.
Yeah, it was a wave shooter style.
I find tower defense a little bit different.
Tower defense. It was less RTS, wasn't it?
Yeah, like RTS where you have to place them all in different points. I mean, I only ever tried them when I was younger, so maybe who knows? Maybe I do actually like them now that I'm older. Maybe I've got that patience. I think that was the issue when I tried them when I was younger. I didn't have
but VR makes everything better.
Yeah, I have more patience in VR as well, just to kind of sit there. Unless your game is absolutely janky as fuck or broken, then I will not have the patience for it. I will want to take the headset off and literally launch it across the room. I'm just kidding. These things cost a lot of money. I'm not launching across the room. I'll just send you a stern email like, fix this, please, so I can enjoy your game.
Not like that video I watched earlier. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you watched the video of somebody breaking their PSVR. Oh, sad days. Never mind.
Just to make money.
Anyways, Virtual Skate is coming out on August the 21st for Quest and PC. This is another one that's shown at Upload VR. And I'm looking forward to this. I think this looks quite a lot of fun. We've had, like, obviously the Skate VR, was it? What was the other one? Was it Skate VR?
VR Skater.
Yeah, that was it. Obviously, we had that, and that's the only really kind of like popular skate VR game I've seen. Yeah, that one from our good fine folk over at Perp Games.
Perp Games.
You can't go wrong with them as a publisher. If you want to publish a game, hit up Perp. They do great things. They've got such a great team there.
If you want to make people like me happy, get a physical release.
Yeah, exactly. if you want to make someone like Hippie happy, then yeah, all he cares about is the physical release. I mean, there's others as well that won't buy a game at all if you don't make it physical. So, I mean, there's them 5 people that you won't make happy if you don't release physical. But
but it's just a sign of the times, and we get all these small teams. You can understand it costs money.
It does.
It eats into profits. So unless you're onto an absolute golden goose egg,
Yeah, there is that.
It's understandable.
But yeah. Virtual Skate, anyways, looks fun. You skate around with your buddies in the lobby. It just looks like a good laugh. What does look like a good laugh as well is the fact that you see their legs, their arms, and their head, but not a body. And I find it quite humorous. I think it should.
It also says it promises full 3D control of your feet.
So I don't know how that's going to work unless you've got feet.
Yeah, because obviously VR Skater is all. You're doing the hand motion similar to what you do with your feet. So I'm interested in what would work.
Maybe they have feet tracking because you can do all that on PC and Quest.
Yeah.
So maybe they're opting that in as well. But anyways, yeah, I'm looking forward to giving that a try. Can't really say much because I've only ever watched the first trailer that came out on Upload VR.
It's a good job my downstairs neighbour's deaf because if I'm going to be jumping up and down on the floor.
What's that noise? But yeah, anyways, other games that are meant to be coming in August. We mentioned one of them actually, but this is a sequel to one of them, and that's Iron Guard Salvation. That's meant to be coming in August, but with no date at the moment. And then the other one is Space Explorer. So again, I'm not going to talk about them much, just simply because I don't know much about them or what they're doing. Obviously, I know more about Iron Guard Salvation because it is very much a similar game to the first one, just with a little bit of improvements and things like that. So
And they're both Quest, aren't they?
They'll be both Quest, yes, and I'm sure Iron Guard will come to PC as well, just like the first one was on there. But yeah, anyways, let's jump into what we've been playing, and I'll start with you this time. Hippie, what have you been playing this week?
Well, this is going to be a very short
Go on then.
section because pretty much nothing because
Brilliant.
I've had a week off, but my great nephew, I don't know, I don't know how these things work, but
Clearly not.
yeah,
Confuse us. Go on. How did it
kids
work?
of siblings. But anyway, I was trying to show him a little bit of VR. Wasn't interested in Sims Riders. I was just playing it on the Quest. I had my phone out. Wasn't that interested in that. Quite interested. He quite liked the look of the first encounters. He was quite interested in things coming through the wall. And then I actually jumped into Horizons to show him the Minecraft movie world, and he was really interested in that. So yeah, still a little bit young to be getting onto VR himself, but it definitely engaged him. So
Fair play.
that is literally all I've played this week. So yes, there's a lot of things I want to play, but
Fair play. Well, I've played 2 games. I say I've played more than 2 games this week. I've played about 4 or 5 games, but one of which don't need to talk about right now, because I can't. I mean, I can talk about it, but I can't really go into too many details of what I've done in the game other than what I've already. There's a video on my channel for it. So I played Zero Caliber 2, the PC VR version. So if you want to check that out, you can hop over to the Games with Cheese channel and you can check that one out. But as for talking about it, there's certain things I can talk about and not talk about. So I'm just going to kind of save myself the hassle of jumping through hoops and just not really talk about it right now. The video shows I think I'm allowed to, and all I can say is I had a blast with it so far. Really had a good time. So, and then there's another game that I'll be talking about in a couple of weeks' time that I've been spending a lot of time with. So keep your ears out for that one. And I'll obviously jump in and let you all know about that. But other than that, the other games I've really been playing is Beatable. I'll start with that because we all,
that's
yeah,
the table one,
yeah.
isn't it? Yes,
I've had this
yes.
for a while now. I got contacted by XR Games to check out Beatable. I think it was about, I want to say 3 days after the house fire, and I went back and I was like, oh, I'm not going to be able to play it right now. I don't have a table, and it sounds so stupid to say because like I was like, fucking, you don't have a table, and you know what? They were so understanding. He was like, if you get to give it a try, no rush whatsoever like that. And I was like, oh, as soon as I get a minute's try, I will certainly get around to trying it. And eventually, over this week, I sat down and I was like, "Do you know what? I want something that's just not going to make me think too much. I want something I can play, I can pick up straight away." And I just turned on Beatable, and instantly, I fell in love with this game. In terms of a rhythm game, I'm genuinely loving it. Like it's so intuitive and easy to pick up. And it's like when I was playing, I was like, why the hell has no one done this day one when the Quest 3 came out? Why did nobody go, this is a fucking brilliant idea? I mean, you had the one with the piano and you can key it up
Yeah,
to your
you can see
piano
the
and all
piano.
that
I see
kind
the
of
piano
stuff.
notes coming down. Yeah,
And like I was thinking of that, and I'm like, why has no one just went, let's do a rhythm game like this so you can like tap your table or tap your legs or tap anywhere. And mate, what an
tap that
yeah,
ass.
anywhere, yeah. As long as you can put your hands down on a flat platform, so probably not an arse, but anyway, you can you can put your hands down on a flat platform. You don't need the biggest desk. I've got a really small desk here at the moment, and it works perfectly on that. And you don't need to like, because I was a bit nervous at first. I was like, oh, you're probably gonna have to fucking slap the desk really hard for it to register, and I was like, I can't be bothered with that right now. No, the last place we were standing temporarily, like, I mean, someone would like just get out of a chair and you'd hear it kind of thing. It wasn't soundproof at all. So the thought of tapping a desk would, probably make the dogs bark every 5 seconds, but not at this place. This place is like soundproof ridiculously. So I was playing it the other day, and literally you only have to do like a really soft tap on your desk, but you really get this rhythm going with it, and you'd be like tapping like that, and then you'll tap
And
like
you
a long
slide
note,
your
and
hands
slide your
out, and
hands across,
yeah,
click your fingers, clap your hands, and it just works flawlessly. Like I had no issues with the tracking or anything like that whatsoever. Like, and I'm not saying this is the perfect game because there is one issue I have, and that is the soundtrack is a bit weak. Like in terms of a soundtrack for a game, it's a bit shit. and I get
Because
it.
there's no like big tracks on there.
No,
It's a lot of kind of
bear in mind this is from
yeah.
XR Games, and we all know over the past few months to a year they've had some rocky releases. Now, say what you want about them; that's completely up to you. However, they did have some good releases, and you know, I enjoyed Starship Troopers. I had fun with that game. I've enjoyed
I will get that video out eventually, Reece.
yeah, Zombieland. I enjoyed that. Really enjoyed Zombieland. Um, Obviously, we won't go into detail with the Hitman release because I think even they realised that there was issues there. You know, they realise that too. We don't need to keep shitting on them for it. You know, let's let them move on to what they're doing next and move on. They have, and they've moved on to a way of making a game that just works and it's fun. And you leave that headset off playing it for like 20 to 30 minutes each time, and you're like, Joe, what? I had a great time. Right? And every time I've come off it, I've had a great time, and I want to play more of it. Like even talking about it now, I'm probably going to end the night of playing some of it. I've really had a good time. And with the 1.0 release, they have done modded tracks, and we've now currently got people on their Discord who are making songs and adding them all to a file.
Yeah.
So I think Crazy Train's on there. You know, some other
Oof.
ones they've done. There's some various like, anime tracks I think people have been doing as well. So I'm going to give that a few weeks just to kind of people to
Build up
really,
a nice catalogue.
yeah, and because I think it's not done like the same way as some other games where you just kind of press a button and download them while you're on the headset. I think you actually have to put your headset on, link it to the computer and slide the folders across and put it into the game folder and all that kind of stuff, which I don't mind doing when I'm doing like 10 or 20 tracks all in one go. But if I'm doing like one or two tracks, like, well, that was a bit of hassle just for nothing to yield. So I'm going to wait till I see quite a few songs that I like. So if there is anyone that watches this from the Beatable community, if you can, like, I don't know, get some Lorna Shore on there for me, some, maybe some 21 Pilots, some Imagine Dragons,
Rock and metal. You can never go wrong
yeah,
with rock and
some
metal.
Envisions. You probably not heard of them, but if you can get some of their songs on there. Yeah, Slipknot, please. What else?
Metallica.
Yeah, throw some Metallica on there. Why not?
On this festival.
Yeah, maybe like Skrillex, the Corn album he did with Skrillex. That'd be quite good for a beatable. You know, things like that. You know, get some of them really some good mix of songs on there for me, and I would be really appreciative of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so far having a really good time with it. So
Yeah,
yeah.
it's been on my radar. I saw Ninja Guy VR. Shout out to Ninja Guy. I saw him playing it a while ago, and
Um,
he's really good.
I'm going to stop you for a second, Hippie, and
Go on.
I'm not even going to unedit this. I'm going to keep this in here, and because everybody else is going to notice it. So why is your voice gone really squeaky?
My voice has gone squeaky.
I'm so glad this is coming up to near the end of the episode. No, don't change it. Please keep it.
I don't touch anything.
This is great. Oh mate, this is wonderful.
What? What?
Okay, cool. Next.
Do I sound like Daffy Duck or something?
No, you'll hear this back. This is going to be
Oh, it's
wonderful.
fantastic.
Oh wow.
I'm back to normal now, or what?
Yeah, you're back to normal.
Ooh.
Next up is what I've been playing is Chess Club on the PSVR 2. I went into this, I think I played it either today or yesterday or something like that, and it's not too bad. It's not too bad at all. You got a little bit of haptics when you kind of put your hand over the chess pieces and when you pick them up and all that kind of stuff. I mean, there's not really much haptics and things you can expect from a PSVR 2 port of a chess game. It looks fine. It plays fine. It's chess.
Yeah.
And I had a decent time with it. I was playing against the AI, and the AI you can change from intermediate, advanced, and expert, and all that kind of stuff. So there is a good varied difficulty. You got like your own profile page where you kind of get your levels and all that kind of stuff, and then there is multiplayer as well. But the sad side of it is that no one, once again, is playing these multiplayer games. You release a game in multiplayer, and no fucker is playing it. So unless you've got friends that you're going to play chess with, I can't say to you go out of your way to go pick this up unless if you want to play multiplayer. If you're fine playing against AI and you want a chess game, by all means, go pick it up. It's an absolutely fine chess game. But there is one big issue with this chess game. Massive, in fact. There's no platinum. So, yeah. So, like, I'm facing off against AI and I'm like, well, I could try and get the trophies, but I'm not going to get any platinum in mine. That's what I really want. So I will probably try and get some people online to play this every now and then, or for like 1v1s and things like that. We did a giveaway in the Discord, so maybe I'll hit up some of the people that won the key, and yeah, we'll go from there. But anyways, Chess Club is a lot of fun. It's not an expensive game either. But yeah, they're the only 2 games I've been playing this week. So yeah, if you've got anything else to say, Mr. Pickle?
No, other than I think originally Wanderer Fragments of Fate was slated to come out on Pico this month. Don't think that's going to happen. But yeah, that's about it. Sorry, Pico guys and gals. Anybody adjacent to those. End on a high note.
Brilliant. I'm so tempted to send you the outro so you can read it. Anyways, thanks again, everyone, for listening. If you've enjoyed this episode, we'd love it a lot if you could tell your family and friends about us. If you'd like to get more involved, then please don't hesitate to drop into the Discord and say hi. And thank you to everyone that's already done so. I've been your host, Reece, and once again, I've been joined by the Hippie Pickle. And until then, it's goodbye.
Goodbye.